Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we're continuing on making our tow truck crane thingamajigger. So I did a lot of exploring and a lot of testing and a lot of this and that. For whatever reason, even when the truck was anchored, it just didn't want to pick up the car with the ropes. So I had it so you would connect a rope to all four tires, and then those ropes were connected to there, and I just tried to pick it up. It just wouldn't. For whatever reason, physics just wasn't working out. So, unfortunately, I ended up having to turn it into a weld. So now what I need to do is I need to get these controls. It's almost done. It's almost done, right? We have controls for the arm, everything else. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean. So this comes out. I know both of these extended. I just changed it so one extends. Otherwise, it's so many buttons. It really is so many buttons. I mean, look at all this. Right, so once you get to there, you can just press attach, and then the car like that. It's good because you got to think about the player in this sense, right? If we make it so that way the crane touches this and it creates a weld when it touches it, it's going to break the truck. The truck's going to do all this weird stuff. So in this case, it kind of teleports the car to the crane, and that's how we sort of make that connection. I think it's not bad, right? You know, then we just get it on the car. So I need to create mobile buttons now for all this kind of stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that. And then you can just detach. Boom, there we go. Now, the car isn't welded to the truck. So what we then have to do is we have to the tow controls, and then we need to attach the winch to the front of the car. You see the winch is there? Once the winch is attached to the car, then we can say weld, and the car should now be welded. Yeah. And now I wanted to keep the controls because if we pack the crane up, we can still move the... I wanted this to be like a dual function tow truck, right? So it has the arm, and you can also use the flat deck on it. To me, it just made more sense. Right, if I already have it. And then you can, I think it's release. It should no longer be welded to the car. Oh, right. I think the front wheels are locked. Yeah, the front wheels are locked, but the rear wheels aren't. And that was just... I don't know why I did that. I think it was just had to do with the towing of the car. Anyways, yeah, so there you go. You get the idea. I think it's pretty cool. So now the only vehicles that are going to have winches is the super heavy wrecker and this one here. I don't want the medium range truck. This one here and this one here, just pick up the vehicles and tow them. I think that's all right. And then that way, you know, there's there's options for the player. So now what I have to do is I have to take these trucks and I have to, they're almost, the heavy wrecker's still not quite done, but it's almost done. I'll save it here. Yeah. There's just a few things left. That basically merging the controls and then taking the tablet controls out of this bus and fitting it to the truck. So I'll do that on my own time, probably throughout the week. Probably in the middle of the night is when I'll only have the time. It's another really busy week. I got to toss another apartment this week. So yeah, so that was that. So what I then wanted to do, I guess, was we were just sort of working on the bus. So what I'll need to do for this, let's see. We're gonna do two things. We're gonna duplicate this, and we have to turn one into a scrap bus. This one here. And then what I'm going to do is we'll delete all this stuff because it's in the other let's see, do we want to delete all that? I suppose it doesn't really matter. I have to, yeah, we'll get rid of the lights, is what we'll do. Should we get rid of the interior also? Nah, we'll leave the interior. Right, so basically, and all this has to be welded together. So we're gonna weld it to what is this? Interesting. This script here welds everything in here together. To this part here. And what does it do? It just welds everything in here. So what we could do, because it's a scrap bus, get rid of all this code. Holy, there's a lot of... Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Don't need that. What is this? Oh, I see TVs and all that kind of stuff. All the accessories inside it. Do we need that? I suppose we can get rid of that if it's just a scrap bus. At this point, it just needs to be a base. Just a base unit. Here, we'll get rid of the driver's seat, maybe. Oh my goodness. What's that? Oh, that's every single seat. Let's weld a bus. That's what this video is going to be called. Let's weld a bus. Because we need scrap vehicles to tow around the map, right? We need scrap vehicles. Now, I could just take blank meshes, I suppose. Maybe that's a better idea, actually. Okay, well, we'll use these wheels. We'll use these wheels. So we just can go into the toolbox, actually, and we can look up a bus. And if we look at... like a mesh. Bus mesh. And yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Even has scripts. Comes with 5 scripts. Holy, that's supposed to be a mesh. Yeah, that's a whole bus. Oh, that's cool. Nice. So we have a broken bus. That's neat. That's a scrap bus. We can put some wheels on it. Let's see if we can find something a little more advanced. It just has to be the frame. And then what we'll do is we'll just weld a couple of wheels to it, and that's it. Here we go. Let's see how this one looks. Not bad. Okay. Oh, cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So we need like maybe see if there's like a motor coach. There we go. Is that a mesh? 16 scripts. Doesn't appear to be. It's got a lot of. If it doesn't have a lot of parts, oh yeah, it doesn't have a lot of parts. There's the one. There's the folder that's got all the stuff in it. Oh, what do we got here? Is this, alright. Okay, they do have wheels on them. That could work. That could work. That could work. It just has to be, just something for the mission. So we don't need the texture. Oh, that's the doors. We don't need that. Or that. That's it. Perfect. So this one here, we'll just put in the workspace so we can work on it independently. Are the wheels even? Gotcha, that's one whole thing. Okay, so then what we can do, I don't think we'll need that mesh if we have those. And I don't think we're going to need that. So then what we'll do is we'll just take these RR and duplicate, group as a model, workspace. Alright, now we need this. Alright, perfect. Now, what we need to do, we can get rid of this. And that's it. Then we just weld it together to weld it to itself. Model weld. Sure. Actually, we can just do that, to be honest. Let me just go insert object and attachment. Now that attachment is in the center of the wheel. And then in here, probably in here, we can go insert object attachment. Now with this one here, it's going that way. It doesn't matter. Once we line it up, we can just duplicate it. Oh, I guess I need a front wheel too. Alright, so this is the one that we're working on. We still need... Where is the toe part? Oh, that's in miscellaneous. We need this part also. The part called toe part. And we need some wheels. Alright. I guess the front wheels don't necessarily matter. We can just... you get the idea. Okay. Now we need to make a constraint, a cylinder constraint between here and here, and then this needs to be rotated. Now that position. Perfect. Now, as far as the cylinder constraint goes, the only thing we want to do is say not angular limits, but we want to say limits enabled. Why? You see how the upper limit is set to 5? For whatever reason, that's a default limit. So we want to set that to 0, and then the wheel won't move. If you don't change this at all, the wheel is going to start doing this, and you're going to go, what is going on? And that's why it does that. I don't know why it is like that. That's just... It is what it is. Alright. Then we can duplicate this. We got 2 rear wheels on this bus. Except we need another... Ooh, that was good. So it's that easy. It's that easy. And then what we're going to do when there's going to be some more coding, like we'll code a workshop. We got to code the workshop and stuff. And that's where we'll be coding in the upgrading of the vehicles, changing tires, changing the engine, changing the windows, maybe something like that. And that's where you'll see the part position and stuff. We'll go through that. We'll go through that. And then hopefully with that, you'll be able to make a nice little garage for your game. Cool. So if we put that tire there, and then if we went insert object attachment, and in here, so let's do this. Oops. Alrighty, and then the same thing, we just need to make sure we have our limits enabled so it doesn't move. Perfect. Then we can take this tire and we can duplicate it. And now we actually have these cool tires on this junky little bus that we could make this like a starter bus. Right? That's the starter bus. Oh boy. All right, you get the idea though. This is how easy it is to put wheels and stuff on. Now it looks to me like these two are going to need to be a little bit lower. Now we'll take this attachment, we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to move it here, and then there we go, there we go. Then we just got to rotate it. And this position becomes this position. And the music position becomes this position. Yeah, there we go. And we want to make sure that the perfect. Those can go in here. And this can be Scrap Bus. Cool. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to take this toe part. We need to get rid of the weld. And then, of course, we need these, our winch points. Now I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna have these all over the bus. And their final design is gonna be. Oh, you're chilly, cat. You're chilly, aren't you? You must have been outside. Yeah. So what was I getting at? Right. So these eventually are going to be all over this. Cool. So as you can see, there's going to be some really neat missions coming up. Like we are getting close. We are getting close here. The cat. He's sitting there on the computer. He's going to try and jump on the desk. Alright, so we don't need to save that. I think we're done. We'll save this. And I'm going to test the towing capabilities with the this. It does not appear to have the tow part on it. I wonder why that is. So this needs to be moved into the scrap bus. Oh, come on then. Cat, seriously. I'm in the middle of a video. I thought we went through this. Come here, come here, come here. Come here. Yeah, you can sit right there if you like. There you go. Make yourself right at home on my lap. It's like, no, I want to make myself at home. And then he presses the record button. I don't know how to stop recording. Oh, is it F11? No, that's full screen. Good, that stopped the recording though. Because you can record within Studio. Oh, where'd that? Really? I deleted it? Cat. Cat, cat, cat. Alright, let's see if that is gonna work. Delete that one. It just makes it easier, like, when you have a big model like that. I just take all the code out and then just turn it into a basic model, you know? What's going on? Oh, it's not welded. There we go. Oh, something must still be anchored on this thing. Let's see. So all of this is probably gonna be. We can do that. Those will leave the way they are. Let's see if I can push it around. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I don't think oh, it's not welded all together. Oh, it's all making sense now. It's not welded together. Grr. Okay. So that's why it's doing all this great. Like, all right, whatever. It needs to be all welded. I've missed a few steps here. I missed a few steps. All right. Now it's all making sense. It doesn't matter where you weld it to, just so long as it's all welded. Now it should be okay. Now it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. And then what we want to do is we want to make all these meshes double-sided. There we go. Now, if the bus happens to be upside down, we're not going to be able to look through it. Alright. There we go. Something like that. Now. Yeah. Now we're throwing away our scrap bus. This one breaks really good. Okay, so now we have scrap cars, we have scrap buses, we have scrap trucks. All right, we have everything. We have everything that we need. We have everything that we need now for our tow truck game. Server storage, respawn, and they'll have to make a tow truck, a scrap. We need a respawn code for the bus. So we need respawn code for the bus. Respawn. We'll duplicate this. This will be called bus respawn. Now, do I need a... I don't think so. I think it just loops through the game. Scrap bus. Yeah. And that way it doesn't matter how many scrap buses we have out there. Actually, it does. Each object is going to have its own script, its own handler. So this is going to get a little thick. These ones are going to get a little thick, but I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. And then we'll replace it with scrap bus. And then we want to look for... What did I change it to? Bus. A. There we go. Now it should just spawn that bus into the map. Cool. Yeah, there it is. Right, and then so now what I need to do is I need to add, so we can either continue with the, yeah, we're going to do two things. We need to add more depth to the missions. So it's not just like go and pick up a vehicle, sell it for scrap. You know, you have to recover the vehicle in some way. So that's kind of going to be part of the mission, right? Maybe it's stuck down a hill. Maybe it's on fire and you got to put out the fire. That kind of stuff. I wonder if I do that. I don't think that's just the way the truck is, right? Yeah, I think that's all right. Now this scrap car has to be changed to the other scrap car so we can pick it up on this truck. All right. Cool. Now, a car can be any kind of car. Truck we'll make different combinations as trucks, and same with the scrap bus. We'll just try and make some different. It's just going to be a scrap bus. So you take it back to the garage, and then when you start to upgrade the scrap bus, that's where you can like replace the body, upgrade the wheels, change the engine, all that sort of stuff. So it's just going to look like this on the workspace, whatever. It's a generic piece of scrap, right? Anyways, I think that's pretty sweet. Cool. Yeah. Now this one, maybe I went a little overboard on that. We'll change that. It's going to be mission specific, and then you're going to have, so that's the recovery aspect of it. Then the other side of it we need to focus on as well is going to be sort of like the mechanics side, right? So I have the let's see, what do I have for you? At the box truck. So this vehicle here, they're going to do two things. You'll need to go and get the parts to upgrade the vehicles, and that's what these vehicles are going to be for. Perfect. What's this one here? Oh yes, I have this truck also, the DOT truck. I forgot about that. Right, so gotta have like a supervisor truck. So that's what that is. So obviously we need support vehicles, right? And there's going to be some. So this is just one element of the game. Just one element of the game. So what's left? Let's see. We have all the scrap we need for the tow trucks. We have the tow trucks. I guess what's left now is setting up these controls. And then making sure they're going to work with the tablet and everything else. So that's going to take a few days. In the meantime, yeah. So probably what we'll do so now we need to sort of think about we can start programming the game. We can start thinking about the game. Where do we start? Then my quick thoughts on that while we end the video here. I think quite quickly. Perhaps what we'll do is save all this stuff here. The first vehicle you'll recover is going to be like a broken down taxi cab. And then you'll be able to have the taxi, and then that's the first type of missions will be taxi missions and recovery missions with the starter truck. So it's going to be the starter truck. And then we're also going to have the tax missions. I think that'll be good because then that way you'll have two ways to explore the map. You can explore the map and recover vehicles, and you can explore the map and sort of do like small deliveries. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Something. Anyhow, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all. There's lots coming up. Like I say, we're going to start getting into the thickness, the coding. So that's coming up. Thank you.